Peace. What's going on? Speaking easy with the coach. It is when is it? Late June 2023. My first official day of summer vacation. So I'm happy about that. I'm thinking of some untold stories and matters from 8 Park Street Studios, from Beat Up Studios in Kearney. And it's funny. I've been up since it's what is it? It's maybe 6 o'clock in the morning. I've been up since about 3:34. I just couldn't sleep, so came down here. Put this together real quick. It's a Buzz Shank guitar, Brazilian samba, and I put some drums in. I got more to do. I got to put some bass, and then I want to get some voices, some acapella voices, and put it over it. But what's funny is I'm looking at how long ago when we would make beats, we do like 10 beats a day, 10 beats a day, and it'd just be the beat. And I guess now that I'm in old man status, I don't just want to make beats. I want to make like a track, like with the whole. And if it takes me a couple of days to think of whatever, it'll do that. But this is not my profession. But on that note, I'm thinking about things I do in my spare time. One is Coach's Crate Chronicles, which I'm not doing right now, but last time I had done Tame One's When Rappers Attack album, and I'd spelled it with K's and piece of Rhino, piece to Ivan. They said stop using all those K's, it looks suspect. So when I do the next one, I'll respell it. My next chronicle might be the Fugees' first album. And the more I thought about doing that, the more I realized nobody wants to hear about that, how they only sold a couple of copies. And how I remember listening to that album. It was very passé. Like when they put it out, it was a year behind what was going on in hip hop. So I might do it just to speak on that, but I'll probably move on to something that people will enjoy more, be more positive. Peace to Prize, hold your head. I'm not getting into that, but you know what I'm saying. Anyway, speaking on positivity, I'm going to kind of dip and almost clown, but not really clown, but just speak about where you should be when you're focused, when you're trying to, I don't care if you're trying to make music, I don't care if you're trying to get a job, driving a bus. I got a friend who's a bus driver, and I don't care what whatever you're doing, you got to stay positive. And I'm thinking about, there was a cat I remember. I don't remember his name for the life of me. I think he was African. But when we had the studio in Kearney, there was a dude. He used to drive a bus for a group home. It was a group home up on North Newark, I believe. And he used to drive the bus, taking the kids around and do different things. And what I remember was, he also said he knew some people in the industry. This was back around 2001, maybe 99. He said he knew people in the industry and he can get us on, me and Japre, we, as producers. And the main person he said he knew was Michael Bivins. Okay, he's kind of hip-hop-ish, I guess. And he said he had a meeting with him and he played the tracks that we gave him on the tape, and it was so good, and it was this and that. So he said he wanted to hear some stuff, but he had us putting things together, trying to make him look good so he can go to people and say, here, these are my artists I'm working with. And he wasn't even doing anything. We were doing all the work in the studio. What was funny about that was when we introduced him to Black 4-5, 4-5 said he let him get a shirt, and he went and he started selling shirts. And he said, man, he's one of my best sellers. And that hit me when I said, this dude is such a big deal promoting and finding people, putting people on, getting them deals. And he's selling Black shirts, so he was like a groupie almost. So it was like, what's with this, not that kind of groupie, but it was like, I thought he was like a big deal putting people on. So, I came to realize, what? Don't focus on other people. Focus on your craft. Just be positive. Do what you love. This is what I do. I'll make a beat, and not for nothing, I don't care if people don't want to hear it. I like hearing this. And the drum's gonna kick in a second. That's why I turn But I like doing stuff like this, and that's why I said, just stay positive in what you do. I just finished my 31st year in the classroom, and I'm done at the site I was at. I'm done there. I got down here. I got my bags with my stuff. Got my bags packed. I'm leaving that spot that I was at because it just wasn't a positive place anymore. It was a great place, but it wasn't. I'm going to a place where as soon as I met the principal, I said, "My God, she's awesome," and you got to be in a positive place, and that's what I look at whenever we had the open mics in Montclair, whenever we did the battles at the Pipeline, the battles at the African Globe. It was always a positive thing, and I remember speaking on the event at African Globe. There was once when Big Daddy, not that Big Daddy, Big Father Don't Bother. Some of us who know the scene, we know who I'm talking about. My man John. And I remember him saying he had a store, and people asked, "What's good? What's bad? This, that, and the other. Is it a good day?" And I remember I told him, no matter what, it's always a good day. That's the thing about when you got to be positive. It's always a good day. I'll complain about being at my job and being on a plantation, and I'll call it a plantation. But, as soon as we stop with all the extra announcements on the loudspeaker, as soon as we stop with these the administration coming in, walking through your class and like, what do you want? Like, the kids even look at me and like, what do you want? As soon as you get through all of that, when it's just you and the kids and there's learning, it's positivity. You keep it positive. No matter what your job is. If you have a job, and I got a friend who's a bus dispatcher, and she's like, I can't stand this. You know what? Just do your good job. Do your good work. You got to stay positive. So that's what I'm looking at. With this track, I got up and couldn't sleep. And I like it. So if you like it, cool. If you don't like it, that's cool too. I'm staying positive. Speaking easy with the coach. Stay positive. Peace.